Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Mike Shuley here from NextLevelGuitar.com. What's up? I hope everybody's doing well, and I hope everybody's guitar journeys are going awesome. And I hope you guys are learning a lot and practicing a lot and having a good time. We have another really awesome Inspired by series lessons today. This is inspired by Antonio Carlos Jobim and his wonderful composition, How Insensitive. And this would be my interpretation of this song. And it's a really cool tune. I suggest you check it out. It has really wonderful melodic devices in it. So let's get into it, and I'll show you some really cool ideas you can get from this tune. Hey everybody, if you guys would like a free video lesson that is not on YouTube with a coinciding ebook that has all kinds of great scales and chords that are diagrammed out, be sure and click on that link you see below in the YouTube text box. Just follow the screens and you'll get a free video lesson coming to you from us from NextLevelGuitar.com. Alright, so let's get into some of the chords we're going to be using in this tune. They're pretty simple. They're not too difficult to finger or anything, but let's get the chord structure and then I'll show you the rhythm and the melody that I'm using on top of it. So the first chord we're going to be using is C minor 7, which is going to be over here at our 8th fret. The second chord we're going to be using is a B diminished 7. And then the third chord we're going to be using is a B flat minor 7. And then the fourth chord is going to be an A diminished 7. The fifth chord is going to be our A flat 13. A flat major 7 with the 13. And then our next chord is going to be our D flat major 7 with the 9. And then our next chord is going to be our D minor 7 flat 5, or D half diminished, to our G7 flat 13, to a variation of that, which is a D7 sharp 5 sharp 9 chord, which is played like this, to a C minor major 7 with a 9, to C minor major 7 with a 9, but over here. So those are all the chords we're going to be using. They'll be tabbed out also across the screen. So go back and stop the video if you missed any of the chords or you need any of the fingerings for the chords, because the chords are very important for this song. Okay, so let's get into the rhythm and the little melody that is added on top, which is very cool. So the rhythm is just pretty much a straight Bossa Nova rhythm. If you're not familiar with the Bossa Nova rhythm, we have other videos on it. I've done other videos on the Bossa Nova rhythm, which is really cool. You should check that out for sure. But I'll show you the rhythm. It's pretty cool. It's fairly simple. It might be tricky if you're not familiar, but you should catch on pretty quick. It's just a rhythm. Basically, just goes like this. So that's just the rhythm broken down, bare bones. just play along with me on this. Stop the video if you have to, and maybe go back a couple times just so you can get the feel of the rhythm. It's very important. Don't. I mean, you can. There are guys that play with a pick. I don't play with a pick personally. I play with my fingers. I put my fingers on the string here, and I just control the bass with my thumb. We'll get into a tight shot of that so you can kind of see what I'm doing. I pretty much just have my thumb controlling the bass, and then my other fingers are just picking the notes of the chord. So it's basically, if you watch the rhythm with this hand, it goes. So yeah, it's basically the same rhythm for all the chords. I mean, I'm not doing I'm doing maybe a slight variation of the rhythm, but it's pretty much the same rhythm on every single chord. So once you can get the rhythm just straight down with one chord, you can get it with all the chords because it's the same thing. I'll play it with one chord so you can kind of see that it's the same thing over and over again. Okay, so I'm just going to stay on C minor 7 and just watch what I do in my right hand and just try to catch on to the rhythm that it's just the same for all the chords. It goes something like this. My thumb here is controlling the bass. Like, it's just, my thumb owns the bass right here on my E string. And my other fingers are plucking the D, G, and the B string, which are the other 3 notes of the chord. And so these 3 fingers here are just plucking these, the D, the G, and the B. And the bass is just controlled by my thumb. So it creates this nice, warm, traditional Bossa Nova sound, and this is how I'm getting the rhythm. Once you have the rhythm, the only thing you have left to add is the little melody that I add while I'm comping the chords. And that's basically, I'm always adding that with my pinky. When I'm starting on the C minor 7, I'm adding the A note here on the 10th fret with my pinky. And usually when I switch chords, it's always the same movement with my pinky. And it sounds something like this. I'll play it for you. That's the movement right there with the little melody you have to do with your pinky. I'll play it for you. And then you move to the next chord. And you just go up to the G sharp here. Okay, and you're going to go to your B flat minor 7, just like we did at C minor, except you go to G, and then to A diminished, to F sharp, and then B flat. So that's the melody that I'm using for the first couple of chord movements. But you're always going to just be making this movement with your pinky. And the rhythm is just this basic rhythm. Oh, sorry. So that's the basic rhythm. It's the same for all the chords, and it's the same movement with your pinky across all the chords. So yeah, once you have that, and then you combine that with the rhythm and the different chord movements that we have going on, just piece it all together. It might be a little bit tricky if you're not used to playing this or not used to fingering some of these chords, but you'll get it. It just takes some time and some practice. But rewind the tape if you have to, and get the chords and get the melody and get the rhythm. It's really, really important. But once you be doing that, man, it sounds really, really awesome. It's a really, really cool tune to like play on and take ideas from, and it's really, really inspiring. So hope you can take some ideas from that and run with it. Anyways, guys, be sure to check out the website. Don't forget, we have thousands of videos and growing, and I have my own series of jazz lessons on there. But not only jazz do we have rock, blues, country, whatever you're looking for, we have it there. at all levels. Doesn't matter if you're just barely starting or you've been playing for a while. So make sure you go to the website and check that out. It's very, very important that you do that. I want to thank today Art Nace for providing us with this wonderful amp that we were playing and shooting our videos today with. It has a really, really wonderful tone. This is, I believe, an 18 watt of one of his models. It's really, really beautiful. Sounds really, really nice. Art Nace is also, I think he was an aerospace engineer before he went into the amp making business. If you want to learn more about him and his products, go to naceamps.com. And I want to give a shout out to our Next Level Guitar student, Glenn, for making this happen. Thanks, buddy. And we really, really enjoyed the amp today. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one, and keep rocking. Peace out.